Well, folks, it looks like we got more bad news for MAGA Republicans. Another one of their talking points is imploding right in front of their face because a former FBI informant has been arrested for giving false information about Hunter Biden. Yeah, this informant that they built their case around and said he has all the proof and he has all the facts, turns out that was all just fake news. And Republicans are already saying, well, now hold on a minute. He wasn't the only one we had. We got more evidence than that. And besides, we got another guy says he's seen it. We got another witness. You really going to believe the next witness too? You know, when are these people going to learn that just because you have a smoking gun don't mean nothing? You could have a smoking gun all day. I could sit here and make claims all day. I could tell you guys that I saw John Stamos riding a Volkswagen up the holler. But until I could prove it, until I have evidence, until I show you a picture of a selfie beside John Stamos in a Volkswagen, I got nothing. I don't have anything. And it's ridiculous to me how these people will continue to say, well, we got somebody else. I know that guy got busted lying, but trust us on this next one. And then I'm already seeing the comments rolling in of people going, well, that's what happens when you try to speak against a Biden, man. They just arrest you. That's just Joe Biden locking up his political opponents. Okay, so again, which is it? Is Joe Biden a criminal mastermind who stops everyone that gets in his path and rigs the Super Bowl against him? Or is he a senile old man that don't know where he is and can't complete a sentence? It can't be both ways. This whole thing gets so tiresome. I love doing it. This is the hill I chose to die on, but it gets tiresome. I had someone reach out to me and say, Brando, how do you take it, man? How do you have the stomach for it? Well, I have to eat a whole lot of Tums, okay? I really do. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to keep calling this crap out until I'm like Al Pacino in The Godfather 3 and I just fall out of this chair. Because I'm so sick of watching people in my part of the world work hard and struggle and get caught up in these Republican fairy tales, get caught up with these being scared of these Republican boogeymen that's never going to affect them in no way. Hunter Biden is a private citizen. He means nothing in the grand scheme of things where we're at, and we don't mean nothing where he's at. We're in two completely different worlds. The guy that drives down to the factory and busts his balls for 12 hours a day can sit back and think that Hunter Biden is the biggest problem he's got in this world. It's not. It's not. But they will sit there and worry about it. And they'll sit there and worry about the border. Oh, the border's so bad. And then they drive down there, they make a convoy, and they all go and they look around and go, well, it ain't necessarily as bad as they told us it was. No, it's not. It's not as bad as they told you it was. They told you that to keep you living in fear and keep you voting against your own interest. That's what's happened. I mean, I can't understand why that they can believe that Joe Biden is this mastermind that does all these things. But they can't entertain the idea that a billionaire, a reality star that never worked a hard day in his life, never walked down a country road, never had no dust on his hands or calluses on his hands, nothing. No dirt on his work boots whatsoever, no sweat on his brow. They believe that a guy like that who has been a grifter and a con artist his entire life, they cannot entertain the idea for 1 second that maybe, just maybe, he broke the rules. Maybe, just maybe, he did something wrong. And maybe when he sits and yells, witch hunt, witch hunt, witch hunt, maybe that's projection. Maybe every accusation that comes out of his mouth is a confession. Because every talking point, every story, every boogeyman, everything that we're supposed to be scared to death of from Republicans falls apart and crumbles right in front of their face. And when we point out, hey, it crumbled, you got nothing. Well, that's just Biden. Biden did it. There will never, I'm being real, folks, we will never come to the point where they go, gee, we got played. Gee, it really happened. You know, in my lifetime, I can't count the times that I've had to go, I got that one wrong. Holy crap, I can't believe that. Well, okay. And you learn from it and you move on. That's what reasonable people do. Reasonable people, when confronted with the facts, will go, oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize that when I made that assumption. But we're not dealing with reasonable people. We're dealing with people who, no matter what, they'll always find a way to blame Joe Biden and make it that the whole world is rigged against them. And they can believe that the entire world, the entire universe is all rigged against this one man before they can stop and think that one man may have just played them for fools.